Great lines of communication. Mike knows exactly how we feel, and which is we hold him in the highest regard that you can possibly imagine. He's one of the all-time greats. He's going to be a Hall of Famer. Would love for him to retire as a Buck. So we'll just have to see how the process goes. Like you said, you read that I've said he's earned the right to go test things out, and we'll just have to see how things shake. We'll have to see how that goes. I can't tell you for sure that we would. I don't know. Right now we're in the point that we're at is he's kind of testing the market, and we know that we do have open lines of communication, and we always will.
What is up, Bucs fans? We are live here on a Saturday afternoon and wanted to go live basically to talk about this Mike Evans situation, the Buccaneers offseason plans, and does that include Mike Evans? Does it start with him, etc.? And going to go through some different scenarios to look at in terms of cap space and how to attack the most pressing needs, because the Buccaneers have needs on defense, Mark, and we've been on repeat as far as what they need. I think it's clear the front seven is the priority. You could see that in the combine. And if you guys checked out my live stream on Thursday night, we kind of hit on that as far as the interviews and the players that they spoke with, really hitting in on the front seven talent that is in this year's class. But with that said, Mark, how are we doing? How are we feeling on this Saturday? It's good to be live with you. And also, I think this is a good change up for, the fans and everyone around to, just get our thoughts out there before free agency begins next Monday, I think, or 2 Mondays from today, which is crazy to believe.
Yeah, it's always cool to talk Buccaneer football. And whenever we get the time, right? We get time to get on here together and discuss a lot of things. Like you just said, it's getting so close to free agency. And I think that's going to be where all the chips start to fall, right? And that's why we started this with Mike Evans and them talking about it, because there's no sure thing he comes back, but reports are that we're trying to get him back, right? The urgency is to try and get him back. But I kind of really wanted to talk about scenarios of what if we do get him back? What does the team look like? And then if we don't get him back, where do we put the resources at, right? Because that's a huge chunk of change that would have gone to him. And that's the big thing. What is that number that he wants? That will it fit in the Bucs plans? I guess that's the biggest thing. Some Buc fans say at all costs, bring him back, right? No matter what. Yeah. And don't get me wrong. Yes. But at the end of the day, it's the team, and he's always been team first at the end of your career, nearing the end of your career. Is he looking just for legacy, or is he looking still just to win? Does that fit what the Bucs plans are of him and with him? I know it's a lot for us to talk about and stuff we've been talking about. So I guess I'll let you take it away. Where do you see the Mike Evans train going? Is it staying in Tampa Bay? Is it moving along? Or how does Jason Light see this and move the ship in the right direction?
Yeah, I'll be honest. I mean, just hearing Jason Light in that intro, it kind of seems like they're prepared to move on if that does indeed happen. Like, they're going to let him test the market. I think they're trying to see what is going to be the exact number for Mike Evans. Can the Buccaneers become close to that? I don't think it's so much a money thing. I think for Mike Evans, it's about he wants to make sure this is going to be the right fit for him to get that legacy that you were talking about there, Mark. Making sure that he can solidify his spot, as far as one of the top 10 receivers in the game all time. And I think that's what he's trying to accomplish, because you look at 11 straight years of 1,000 yards. He's at 13,000 yards right now, receiving 108 touchdowns. That puts him already in the top 10 in terms of touchdown numbers. When you look at his number for the Bucs, my biggest thing, and here's a report from Jenna Lane, they are going to try to aggressively re-sign him. I think it's more so what exactly is that number going to be? Is it going to be 18 million, which I think they would be comfortable spending, or are we looking more so of the lines 20, 22, 25 even, maybe max. I think his max is probably somewhere 23, 22, in that ballpark. Are you going to spend the money on Mike in that regard?
Yeah. So what did he make last year?
Last year, I forget what his total number was. I think it was close to 20 million, if I'm not mistaken, maybe a little bit less. He does have a $13 million dead cap hit if he does leave. So I would have to double check that.
Here's
But
just the
yeah,
top
I
10
mean,
list. Yes. So he's at 21 right now
right.
at 1350. Yeah. So 1,000 yards season gets him to 14. So he can be all the way up to number 12, if not close to top 10. So you're thinking hopefully 2 more 1,000-yard seasons. He's at 15. He's in the top, easily in the top 10. So does he think he can do that here? I think he can definitely do it here.
Yeah.
But it's the problem of what you said. His own agent said during the radio interview. I'll let you take that one away. What do you say?
Yeah, basically just talking about the Buccaneers receiver room as it is, and that goes to the point where I see the Buccaneers in terms of team building. I'll bring it up here, back up on the screen. Let me see. I gotta take that out. There we go. So the depth chart here. You spend a first round pick in Emeka Egbuka. You have Chris Godwin back. You gave the money to Chris Godwin. So Godwin's making 20 million plus. And then you have Emeka. You still have Jalen McMillan. You drafted Tez Johnson as well, who you're excited about. So those are 4 solid receivers right there that can be more than capable of making you still a very good offense. Now, granted, losing a Hall of Famer is nothing you ever want to do, but at the same time, you have to find ways to see what can be done as far as balancing your team. And it's a great point here. Mike and Cade shouldn't be re-signed so it can beef up the defense. And that's something we're definitely excited to look at. So
and that's the thing though. Like, so the realization of it is if Mike does go, that's likely where all the resources will go to. You're not going to just try and replace Mike Evans by trying to sign another receiver to big money. No, you're going to team build and realize you just drafted Emeka Egbuka first round last year. Look at what Jackson Smith and Jigba's first year was. It wasn't that great. And then second year was damn good. Third year, look what the hell had happened, right? So a lot of it is, what were you doing to build towards your future? Is it too early to move on from Mike? Who the hell knows, right? At the end of his career, he's trying to get legacy. He's trying to get to where everyone's going to remember him. He's already Hall of Famer. It's like, how high of a Hall of Famer can you be first ballot kind of thing, right? So that is the Mike Evans train. We all love him as a Buccaneer player and what he's done for the community and everything. But it's like, after he's gone, the Bucs are still going. It's a business. It's literally going to keep rolling, right? So does Jason Light set you up for the future as well? Or do you delay it, just trying to give him money, keep him in home, satisfy the fans, or are you satisfying your owners and making sure this team can consistently win, right? And the Patriots are best at that. They're getting rid of people earlier and keep moving forward. Help to have Tom Brady and a great coach, right?
Yeah.
So you can't compare. But, I mean, that's what I would say. Like the 20 million or whatever you're going to give to Mike, if it doesn't go to Mike, it's going to go to your defense. And there's big signings you can have in free agency. And also same thing with Cade. Cade, they're not really talking about much at all.
Yeah. Yeah.
In any of these interviews or anything. Like I haven't really heard his name. And it seems like they're interviewing a whole bunch of tight ends as well in the combine. So it's not looking good for Cade to come back, given probably the price tag it's going to be attached to him. And then again, he's likely the easiest guy to replace. Of all the guys to replace that are going to be free agents, he's likely the easiest because it's not like he was a supreme pass catcher, the best blocker ever. He's good. Don't get me wrong. He does a lot of things good. He just doesn't do anything great. So he's not a fast, not huge. It's just an easier way to replace. But I don't know. I know he's a soft spot in your heart, but it's resources, right?
Yeah, he was tight end 2 out of the 2022 draft class for me, right behind Trey McBride. But he's probably going to be priced out. He's going to get anywhere from 12 to maybe 13 million, somewhere that ballpark. And you just, again, it's another thing you have to balance out. Do you want to give that to Cade Otton, and it gives you less resources to go out and get defensive free agents that are also going to cost some money? And as I have here on the screen, we're going to have about $50 million to work with. And remember, guys, it's not the cap space, it's the cash that matters. The Glazers have a budget in-house, and they're going to spend right up to the cap space, which is $301 million. So they're going to spend up right to that number, which puts you around $50 million. So you have to figure, let's say they give Mike $20 million. That gives you $30 million left over. Okay. You could still go out and sign maybe a couple cheaper free agents on defense, maybe of lesser quality. You could do that for sure. But you also have to remember you got to sign draft picks, and you also got to have money for in the season in case something happens in terms of injury or whatnot. So it's just a lot to definitely consider. Would we love to have Mike back? Yeah, I think that's no question. But you also have to remember, like, you want to get Emeka Egbuka on the field. You want to get Jalen McMillan on the field, Tez Johnson. So it's just more of a balancing act. I don't doubt Zach Robinson can find the ways to get the ball to Mike Evans. He did it with Drake London. So I figured he would be highlighted if he does come back. And that's probably one of their selling points that they're trying to, let him know. And probably why Zach Robinson was one of the leaders in the clubhouse as far as getting the offensive coordinator job. So a lot to it's a heavy decision because this guy is the face of your franchise, and it's not easy to move on. But from all signs of what I've heard from Jason, it kind of seems like they're preparing themselves for that move right there.
Yeah, because clearly you're going to hear other things. We've been saying it. Front seven's what needs to be fixed, right? So bringing your offense back, yeah, you're hoping with you moving on from Grizzard going to Zach Robinson, your offense is better, but you're still only fixing one side of the ball. You clearly have an issue where you're neglected one side of the ball year after year after year. And if you don't put anything towards it, you're just going to have the same. Yeah, everyone keeps pointing the finger at Todd Bowles, but if Todd Bowles doesn't have anything to use, and then whenever those first one or two guys that he has to use go down per injury, which is a habit, it's just been going on over and over, the defense turns to crap. He has to resort to different magic trick movements where people hate because you're dropping outside linebackers back because you're trying to trickery your way to pressure, and he looks like an ass. So you have to find a way to increase pressure by getting better front seven players and getting bigger in the middle, because clearly Logan Hall, Greg Gaines, they're just not big enough. They're either shorter in stature or just smaller in stature. Like Logan Hall gets pushed off the spot all the time. He's tall, yes, but he's not big beefcake. We went from Ndamukong Suh, Nacho, Vita Vea, even McClendon was a bigger dude. There was just meat in the middle. And now we have skinnier, faster, twitchier guys. Or it's just small. Greg Gaines is really small. So we just need to get better in all facets of that front seven. So end all is stop neglecting that side. And I think that's their mission, their plan for this year. And having Mike's back, yes, but it's the number of what you're going to get him back at, because you're going to have to sign something. Because I think it's truly the big guys up front. You need to get veteran guys, because that strength and transition, you see it from edge rushers. They don't really excel the first year. Yeah. Doesn't matter if it's edge or defensive tackle. They don't normally succeed the first year. It's usually second year after they get acclimated to the season or of the NFL strength and speed. So I think he should invest in free agency in that facet. But yeah, that's why we're doing this little fun activity here today.
Yep. Yeah, and before we get into that, we're gonna present to you guys the Stick to the Model website. They have put out a great product, the BAGM mode, and we're gonna try to do our best to replicate that or try to be what Jason Light would do. So Yeah, before we get to that, here is Jason Light talking about the defensive needs and the defensive priorities, and basically says it's the front seven.
Defense, what's your top area of concern or priority to address by way of new players on the defensive side?
Well, you have to pressure the quarterback in order to have success. So whether that's a D tackle, outside linebacker in our case, even inside linebacker. So I would say our front seven will be something that we need to focus on. On defense, I think we know what some of the things we need to do, and both from Todd and myself and both of our staffs, and I'm excited about the plan, what we can do.
Yeah, there you go. I mean, it's pretty straightforward. I think they know where the weaknesses are, and yep, they definitely have to invest in that. So we'll go ahead and let me see if I can bring this up here. Let's go to this screen. There we go. So here is the website, and I don't have the front page. Also, before we get into that, you can also use our promo code if you want to join their website. It's a great website just for, they do offer a free version, which we're going to use here today, but you can save 10% by putting in the promo code RBT if you join their pro or elite version, and you can get a lot of different aspects to their content as far as just different features that they provide, and it's really cool. I think it's as low as $4.50 per month, which is really a great product that they are providing. So we'll get into the be a GM mode, and I've already kind of started the process. I went ahead and cut some of the players here. Why can I not move this on my screen?
Cut the fat.
Yeah, cut the fat. Okay, there we go. Now it's working. All right. So let's go by position here. We got Baker Mayfield, obviously. Running back, you still have Bucky Irvin. You got Josh Williams, who's going to probably be one of the running backs in competition. I'm sure they're going to draft a running back or even sign a running back in free agency. We'll get to that. But this is my thing with the receivers. And you look at it, Chris Godwin, look at his cap hit. I don't know if that number is accurate, but he's making a lot of money. So you look at that, and Emeka Egbuka, Jalen McMillan, Tej Johnson, they are at a very good cap number mark because they're relatively cheap, and you have them under contract for quite some time. And then obviously Mike Evans is the free agent. We go to tight end. Tight end's going to be a little shallow without K-Dot in there. O-line is pretty much set with Tristan Wirfs, Gedeke. You got Bredesen. Basically, the starting five is going to come back. You could use some depth there as well. But we'll go ahead, since we have Tristan Wirfs up here, just to create some cap space. We're going to do a restructure. So we'll go ahead and get that done. And then let's keep going here through the edge. D-line. Okay, and Vita Vea is in a contract year, so that's also something to
go back to D-line, though.
Yeah,
I just want to make one quick talking point. So look at size-wise. I mean, they're ready with guys who are on the roster. I think it's going to be addition by subtraction. So if you got Logan Hall not coming back, Greg Gaines not coming back, look at the guys that are still available. Jason Jones, we signed him as the practice squad guy, 6'6", like 330 pounds. Elijah Simmons actually played in sparingly moments last year as a rookie, 6'1", like 330. The beef is there, right? Yep. Do they get more playing time and actually show they can withstand more reps because they're so big? We'll see. But either way, there's nothing there besides Vita Vea and big boys. We got to find a way to increase size and just overall depth. As you saw earlier, our depth is terrible. So we need to find ways to invest in that area.
Yeah, I find it funny here on this site. They have Anthony Nelson as an interior defensive lineman. They have Cansey, and then you have Elijah Roberts. So you add those two to the mix. I've been yelling for this move to happen, but it just never has because they don't want to put more weight on Anthony Nelson. And understandable. I mean, he is a decent edge rusher for us. Again, he just steady Eddie. He's not going to break the internet or anything, but. Then our outside linebacker room. This is where you have the biggest needs. You got Chris Braswell, Yaya Diaby still under contract. You got David Walker, who they're excited about coming back from an ACL injury. So, how good is he going to be? That remains to be seen. And then your inside linebackers, obviously you need some because you only have 2 under contract, and they're not great. They're not great. And then, Reddick, David, all free agents, Deion Jones, Anthony Walker, those guys most likely not coming back. We didn't talk much about Levante. I mean, if we wanted to, let me see. Do they let me? What is this? Yeah, we'll get into that. We'll get into that once we go to the next step. But
not even signing them back. Not overlooked signing them back. I see.
Yeah. Zion McCollum, Benjamin Morrison, Jacob Parrish. Okay. Yeah, I mean, you're counting on McCollum to have a bounce back and really step up his game. Morrison and Parrish, you're excited about. Jamel Dean, pending free agent. I think they're going to say goodbye. And same thing with Villador. And then at safety, I think you're pretty much set with Winfield, Tyke Smith, and then J.J. Roberts. They're also excited about. And you have Rashad Wisdom as well. Maybe re-sign Christian Izzian because I think he's an RFA, but yeah. All right. So with that, we have our cap space. I think we have pretty much everything set. We'll go ahead and go to the next point of topics. And this is where you can make trades. I don't know if we want to do a Max Crosby trade, but this is somewhere where you could go in and make potential trades. These are some of the options that they offer. Do we want to just skip trades, Mark? Or
I mean, these are just manufactured trades that they came up with.
Yeah, you can build your own. Like we can come in here and build our own and do a trade.
So let's do, I guess, ideas of what it would be. So
okay.
I want to do the low cost option one first that I've been trying to see what it would cost. So last live stream we were all together. Yeah, Giants.
Giants, okay.
What would Thibodeau be?
Yeah, let's see if we add Kayvon Thibodeau. Let me see, where is he? He's here somewhere. I guess I could just type it.
It's right there, Kayvon, right there.
Oh, there we go. Okay. Yeah, so here he is.
Likely.
Yeah. Why does it not let me scroll down? Okay. So for Kayvon, I was trying to see. Yeah, because I think trying to see what his cap number was. I don't know why it's not letting me. Can't scroll down for some reason. Let me see if I zoom out a little bit. There we go. Hopefully you guys can still see that. So it looks like he would be about 15 mil. I don't think we would trade a player for him, but it would probably cost you a draft pick. I don't know if I would do a 3rd round pick, just because I don't know. His overall production's been kind of hit or miss, but when he did play and he had extended reps, he did get close, I believe, to double-digit sacks. I think he's got a little bit over 20 sacks in his career. So, I mean, what would that cost you, being a former 1st-round pick?
So he had 4 his rookie year. 2nd year, he had 11.5.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. And then 24, he had 5.5. Last year, I think he only had 2.5, but he missed 7 games.
Yeah. So, yeah. So those
they drafted Abdul Carter, so it was like a rotation kind of thing because you're not going to take time away from Brian Burns.
No. Yeah, Brian Burns. They gave up a bunch of assets for him, so obviously he's going to be on the field. Yeah, I mean, let's see. I mean,
besides Yaya, there's he's better than anyone we have on the field.
Yeah, I think. Well, definitely at edge rusher for sure. Yes. Yeah. I mean, but if we did like a 3rd round pick for him, I don't even know if that would go through. They're saying it would be equal, so that could be a possibility.
I mean, think about it. You get a potential 1st round pick for a 3rd round pick, and he gets a new face, new scheme. What I mean, I don't know. I think I think he was the number 1 overall prospect coming out of high school. He balled out in Oregon, and now all of a sudden he's just a nothing. I don't know. I think some of it's the Giants' defense was loaded, and they couldn't stop anyone. So it's like, what was it? Just a change of scenery going to help? You don't know, but if a 3rd round pick can solve that, I think that's it's almost like a Jason Light type of deal. Like find a hidden gem that we can see if we can get something out of it and not spend through the roof kind of thing. I think this is more in Jason's wheelhouse than trading for Max Crosby, which I know a lot of people want, but it's just I don't see Jason Light doing that.
Yeah. I mean, the other thing you have to factor with Thibodeau is if you do trade for him, it will be basically a contract year. So you're going to have to invest in him. He's going to want a new contract. You got to invest in Yaya Diaby as well, who's coming up for a contract next year. So those are not going to be cheap. It's going to be expensive. You're probably looking in the $20 million range for both players, to be honest. And, so those things you have to consider. Is it going to be worth it? Cap space is going up. You probably will have more money next year, potentially. So I don't know. Is this something we want to do right here, or do we want to wait on this? Or
I would just say that is probably a trade I would make, but
okay,
for this mockable thing, you make the decision on that. You're the clicker.
Okay. Well, let's hold off on that. So I'm going to clear that out. Let's just go back. Yeah, go back here. Let's go to the signing stage. I guess for this one, the first one, let's go ahead and re-sign Mike Evans.
All right.
And then we'll try to see what other moves we can make happen here.
All right. So if we didn't re-sign Mike Evans, that would probably be a move I would make.
Yeah, I would be open to it. I think it's definitely something you have to look at for sure. If it's not going to be a Max Crosby, so here we go. We have Mike Evans. Let's see what we can get him at. Obviously, he's going to be a lot more expensive than this. Their cap numbers are kind of off here, but I'm going to go ahead and put in 1 year. Let's say 18 million. I think that's what he's going to go for. And we'll do 1 year deal. So that's going to bring us down to 32 million left over. We'll go ahead and confirm that. So we got Mike Evans back. And then the rest of the guys, unfortunately, we're gonna say goodbye to. I think we're gonna try to re-sign Sean Tucker. Again, he's another one we could probably get a little bit cheaper. Let's try 1 year. I think he would sign for. We'll just do 2.5. I think that's fair for Sean Tucker being the backup. They rejected it. That's fine. We're gonna force it.
I'm surprised some of our fans are saying they'd move on from Mike. It's a lot. I thought it'd be a uproar saying no, bring him back at all costs, especially from what you hear from media and everything.
Yeah, I mean, I think again, it's just how do you approach it logically, making sure you're making the best decisions for the team, and again, it goes back into who we brought in last year, who you re-signed. And who you put faith in.
Yeah, I guess put it in the chat, guys. I've seen more people saying they move on, and then one said that they'd bring him back. Give your reasonings for why you'd bring him back, or why you'd say let's move on, and what makes you say you're comfortable with those decisions.
Yeah. Anybody else who want to re-sign? I mean, obviously we could probably. I did hear Todd Bowles talk about backup quarterback, but we can get into that. Christian Izien, do we want to bring him back? I mean, he would probably be somewhere in the same market as Sean Tucker.
What sucks, he's going to be a backup.
Yeah.
He doesn't do special teams. Doesn't necessarily do special teams. So I almost say like I would move on, but what about Levante? Do you bring back Levante?
Yeah, Levante, he's definitely not going to get that type of number. I think if you can get him somewhere closer, how low does it? Yeah. I say if we can get him back for $5 million, 1 year deal, I think you entertain that. That would give you, I don't know. I would walk away from him personally. I just think Father Time has caught up. So
I can say this: he ain't signing for $5 million.
You don't think so?
I don't think so at all.
Probably. I mean, it's going to be somewhere in that range, 5 to 7. I don't think he makes above 7 million, just based off of what he did last year, and how the play dropped off. I know he had the knee injury, but I think that would be his market.
I think, to be honest, plus you got to think about with inflation
Yeah.
and what the cap numbers of all these players are. 9 is probably going to be what it's going to be.
Oh, well, then I'm definitely walking away. So,
I mean,
yeah, we're gonna move on from that. Let's let's go into any other offensive positions we want to look at. We do have Sean Tucker back. Do we want to look at running backs? I know a lot of people have talked about Tyler Algier. Algier is gonna get somewhere probably outside of our market price. He's gonna be closer to 5.5 million when it's all said and done. Is that something you want to give up?
not a chance.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm always going to be draft running backs, let them go.
yeah,
Unless you have a supreme talent, and you need to have him back.
right.
Like, he is your offense. So
Yep.
we're doing pretty well with that, just getting them in motion and keep fluctuating them. So
Yeah,
don't steer away from that path. We had Rashad White, we used him. He's going to get a bigger, better contract. Now Bucky's in line to be the bell cow. He got hurt last year. You do need another guy to weather him, because clearly if you give him too much, he's going to get hurt. That's another thing that probably Grizzard didn't really understand early on, because they were feeding him way too damn much early on. It was working, but yeah, smaller stature. Look what happened. But yeah, I think offensively you're fine. Just bring everyone back, stay healthy, maybe get backup linemen. Draft is probably going to be somewhere where you're going to get day 3 wide receiver or something, but it's more defense that I'm talking about and what you're doing right now.
yeah. I mean, this guy here, Odafe Owe. We have a film study of him. Be sure to check that out on our Substack. I think it's also on our YouTube members page. But this is the big time free agent. But again, with Mike being signed back, you're around 30 or so million to play with, and you could afford this guy, but again, it's going to leave you with minimal space. You would have around, because you have 18 plus 19, so that's almost 40 million, and then plus you got to sign your draft class, etc. So you're pretty much pricing yourself out of this potential. But he would be the top guy.
Yeah.
Especially if we let Mike walk.
Yeah, that would be the scenario. If Mike's not coming back, I would throw the money you're going to give Mike to Owe, and you have your potential tandem of Yaya Diaby and Owe on the end, a guy that has legit speed, quickness on the outside, and not to mention length. So,
right.
I mean, that's just a guy that we have never had, and you put him in there in combo with, imagine a line of Owe, Vita Vea, Kalijah Kancey, and Yaya Diaby. And then you can somehow, hopefully, still retain your draft picks. You haven't traded no one because you signed a guy. And if you draft, say, a Cassius Howell or some edge rusher, and you get a rotation of guys of like Owe, Yaya, David Walker, and Cassius Howell. Now we're cooking, right? So it's just more, how do you see that? But that's, again, you'd have to get rid of Mike Evans. Do you want to do that? Some say old, injury prone, too much money. I can understand it.
Yeah.
But you're also losing Mike, a Hall of Famer at wide receiver, elite weapon. So it's, in this one, Mike's staying, so we can't afford. Owe.
Yeah. So with Mike staying, I mean, you could look at a potential of Arnold Ebiketie. You could probably get him for $8 million, 2-year deal. So that would open up something, and then really it would be Ebiketie and then probably a free agent linebacker. You probably wouldn't be able to include a potential free agent defensive lineman. But for this, let's go ahead and sign Ebiketie. Again, he's another guy that I think has shown pretty solid production. I know he only had, I think, 2 sacks last season, but the years prior, he had, I think, 6 sacks or plus. I think it was 6 sacks in both seasons, but he's another one that hasn't really been a full-time player. So it's kind of in that realm of maybe a potential Shaq Barrett, and hoping he can, hit on that. But the main thing is you add a guy that can raise the floor. So let's go ahead and make this deal. We'll go ahead and sign him. So we got Ebiketie. Defensive line, it's going to be tough because you got around 20 million in cap space. You could potentially sign a guy like DJ Reader. He would be 4.5. Good veteran, good run defender. Sebastian, big. Sebastian Joseph Day, I think, is somewhere here. He's another one that I really like. Here he is here. He's probably going to be somewhere in the same, maybe 5 million, somewhere in that realm. You can kind of see like what other guys have got too. But let's go ahead. We'll go to linebacker and let's go ahead and sign. Let's see if we can get Devin Bush.
Well, question is
Yeah.
Is Quay Walker? Yeah, there he is.
Yeah, Quay Walker's a free agent too. He's
Never mind.
He's kind of he's interesting. I'll say that. But let's see if we can get Devin Bush due for 12 million, 3-year deal, 36. So, and this would be pretty much it. So you get Mike Evans back, you get Devin Bush, and you add Ebiketie. So it's possible. You can do something like this to make it work. You would be kind of stretching, but this is something you can look at. Another guy that would probably be of interest if you want to go cheaper than this, probably looking at Alex Anzalone or Quincy Williams for the Jets. But let's see. I think that's going to be probably too tight. So I'm going to go a little bit cheaper. We'll go with Anzalone since he was kind of predicted to be a fit. So 7.5, two-year deal will be his market. That'll give us a little bit more breathing room. So that way we can sign our draft class and everything. So we got him.
Because at this point, it's just Anzalone and Sarvasi Dennis as your linebackers.
Yeah. So when we look at the depth chart, you do have Mike Evans back there. You got Chris Godwin, Mecca. You got Jalen McMillan, Tej Johnson. So feeling pretty good. I don't know why they changed I guess they don't want Graham Barton starting, but they changed the offensive line depth chart. And then defensively, we've added Alex Anzalone to step in at linebacker. We've added Ebiketie. So you're feeling a little bit better about the edge depth. We'll go ahead and move David Walker here. So not bad. And then Kalijah Cansey, Graham Barton. I don't know why they that's the starter on defense. Little technical glitch there.
Right.
Yeah. So we should be good there. Tyke Smith. Yep. All right. So, and then we'll continue to the draft and see what we can do. Go ahead and speed through this. All right. So we'll start it up. And that's probably not going to happen. Sonny Styles falling that far. I guess there was some type of trade up. Baltimore traded up for Reuben Bain. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, Carnell Tate going number 2. I don't see that. I don't see that happening either. But who knows? Jets are crazy. So yeah, I mean, a lot of draft options.
Well, Reese is saying, "Don't draft me."
Yeah, right. Keldrick Falk, interesting. Kenyon Sadiq definitely could use the tight end. Cassius Howell, is he here? Okay, they moved him down in the rankings.
Those short arms. Those arms.
Yeah, I think when you look at it, Cassius Howell, CJ Allen, all these guys are going to be in consideration. Katie McDonald, another big guy, 6'3", 320 plus pounds. He's more of your true nose, but they did talk about getting bigger. He's someone that can, collapse the pocket. He can help you in the run. Definitely a lot better than Logan Hall, and he can also play pretty much all the fronts. He can back up Kalijah, he can back up Vita, or play alongside them. So that's a name to watch. TJ Parker, I did his eval. I'm not too high on him. I just think he's kind of, like you said, he's in that sense, kind of hit a ceiling. Not going to give you much more.
I mean, yeah. So in this situation,
Yeah.
keeping Mike, I'm not looking at offense. If we didn't draft or we didn't keep Mike, Kenyon Sadiq 100% is going to be up there because you're going to get another weapon that can be utilized, and you didn't sign Cade Otton back. Yes, I would say this is clearly an option if it fell to you. You do that, especially if in free agency you address some of the edge rushing issues and everything. So, but right now we have Mike Evans. So you're looking at the trade options as well.
Yeah. I mean, there's just, you could also trade down in this situation, you know, especially if you want to get like a CJ Allen, even Cassius Howell potentially. So all those are possible scenarios. Do we want to do any of these, or we just want to stick and pick?
How far do you got to go down? Because so my whole situation with this is like Jason Light said multiple times in multiple interviews. A lot of the times we're trying to fix front seven and trying to get edge rushers, but they go too high. They get drafted higher than we thought they would go, so we couldn't get them. You're in a position to draft edge rush. Do you get it? Or do you just, you were spewing out bull crap yet again and you take someone else? I don't know. But I mean, I think you're in a position to get an edge rusher, so you go get an edge rusher.
Yeah.
A guy that was SEC Defensive Player of the Year, who 11.5 sacks, showed you can do it in the best conference in college football. I think it's, yes, the arm question mark. I get it. But I mean, proof's in the pudding. Like how many times do you got to show you can get after the quarterback?
Yep. Okay. Yeah. I mean, I'm with you. I'm fine taking Cassius Howell. I think he can rush the damn quarterback, and that's exactly what you need. So, all right. So we'll go ahead and take him. We'll get to round 2 here and see what we have on the board. Let's go to all. So here you got some good options. You could take a big receiver, but I don't know if we want to take him that early. That guy's 6'5", so you can definitely fill the size if you want to do that. But we have Mike Evans back, so there's no reason to take a receiver. Linebacker, let's see what's at linebacker here. You got Jacob Rodriguez, who's everybody's fan pick. You could take him. He definitely showed his athleticism in the combine. Josiah Trotter, I like. I've seen a little bit of Galladay, but yeah.
And I would line it up this way because I know you're looking at CJL in the first round, but I mean, position importance, position, like taking a linebacker top 15, I wouldn't be about it. If you could trade down, get more picks, and then maybe get them, okay. But and that's if it's your guy, right? That's the guy you wanted, and you're like, oh, I'll risk it. But in this situation, look what's on the board. You just took an edge rusher, and now you can get a linebacker that can fill in. I think this is the best option for you. But I mean, what else is there, in your opinion, that you would say we need to look at?
I mean, this guy here, the guard from Oregon, Pregnon, he's pretty good. Definitely add to your offensive line depth, but again, he might not start right away unless you want to start him. Put Bredesen as your utility backup. Could be a possibility. Don't know if there's any corners. Chris Johnson, I think, is a good corner. He's got good size to him, fast.
Who's that D-tack?
Yeah, defensive line. LT Overton, he's kind of like that unique tweener type. He's got some good size to him at 6'5", and he can play. I mean, he can do pretty much everything that you wanted out of Logan Hall, but he just brings more power to his game, more stout against the run for sure. Daryl Jackson, that guy's a size.
Yeah,
that guy has it all.
Size. There it is.
Yeah. So he would be intriguing.
You have like 11-inch hands.
Yeah, he's just a big dude. So he would be fun.
Well, and this is I agree. Meets McGee.
Yeah.
$5 super chat said they need 4 new starters on the defense, 2 inside linebackers, a defensive end, and an edge on defense. I can see them signing 2 in free agency, which we did. Anzalone and Ebiketie. They really need to flood the linebacker room and edge room in the draft. So we got an edge in the draft.
Yep.
plus. Is this lining up for a linebacker, or do you say something else?
Yeah, I mean, we could. I mean, to be honest, I wouldn't be mind going edge again. Gabe Akis, I like, but we could also wait on that too. Linebacker, I'm not a big fan of Jacob Rodriguez. If it shaked out like this, yeah, I don't know.
Because all the best linebackers are there. Because it's Sonny Styles, and then a long drop off, and then a huge group of guys are very similar.
Yeah.
I think that group, though, of Kyle Lewis, Jacob Rodriguez, Trotter, Jake Galladay has a really high ceiling because he's got athleticism to him, but he's learning the position. So you don't really know what he is just yet.
Yeah.
So,
Kyle Lewis. Yeah, Kyle Lewis, I think is just too small.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I would be defensive line. Yeah.
Where do you get the guy that everyone wants?
Who's that?
Jacob Rodriguez.
Yeah.
The stash.
I'm gonna do something different. I'm gonna go with Galladay. I'm gonna bet on the upside. So let's go ahead and do that. Plus, he can also offer just versatility. I mean, you can put him on the edge too and do some different.
He was a pass rusher.
Yep. And former teammates with David Walker. So we'll go ahead and he's the upside pick. Really high potential, but he also could be a bust. I mean, but that's where you go. You have that challenge with every draft pick. So now in the third round, and Daryl Jackson's still there. I think he would be a home run. Add size to the defensive line. Tight end Eli Stowers is another athletic dude. You could get more pass rush. Running back. This guy's good. I like him just because he's more of like that 3-tech. He's got good speed in Holton. He can be your backup for Kalijah Cansey. Again, not big. You're not adding more size, but he's another one that could help you out. So I'm probably leaning towards either Daryl Jackson because he's just a monster. Again, he would be another upside pick. So,
I mean,
Josiah Trotters. Well, he just took a linebacker. Yeah.
I mean, hey, we need to flood the room.
We do. We have to listen. So,
because I wouldn't necessarily take Eli Stowers. I know he broke records of his athleticism, but
yeah,
he's not necessarily a blocker.
Yeah, that too. Did have a lot of production. Had a lot of catch production. Yeah.
I guess. I mean, it's just when you go from Cade. I mean, you have a guy that is extremely athletic.
Graham Barton just disappeared.
No, they just do not want him on the roster. Plus, they want him at edge.
And I put him on offense. I don't understand that. I don't know what's happening here. All right. Well, I guess we're not going to have a center.
I mean, the thing is, to me, Servatier shouldn't be a starter. I think he should be a rotational guy of pass rush specialist and a guy that you can find ways to bring him in. Like, I wouldn't necessarily count on him on a every down basis, right? He showed that he can't be trusted in the flats. He missed tackles. It's his third going on fourth year now. So
yeah,
I don't know. I think flooding the market of linebacker, Alex Anzalone is a veteran. Are you truly going to rely on him over Levante? I don't know. It's a very shady linebacker room to begin with, and you just took a Jake Galladay guy that is a project. So
yeah. I mean, let's see who else. Who else do I like at linebacker? I know you're a big fan of Harold Perkins. Aiden Fisher is another good one. Keyshawn Elliott, I know, has gotten a lot of praise. He's another one that could come in. Kendall Daniels, big guy, huge, 6'5". So another just tall player.
People love him. Dennis isn't even a good back.
Let's go back to all. Yeah, I'm in between. I think Daryl Jackson, or I mean, could go running back. Running backs lining up.
Yeah, plus, look, not a fan of J-Rod. He just lost some credibility.
Oh, geez. Go watch the tape, man. Go watch the tape.
Well, he does have a lot of numbers. He has production.
He does. He does have production, gets the turnovers, has great athleticism, but I just worry about some of his ability to really fight in the box and like win in the box. You know, a lot of it is just he had a great front in front of him, and that definitely helps you. So I just kind of worry about his block shedding ability. He also had a lot of missed tackles. Yeah, so doesn't come without questions. I don't think he wouldn't be a bad pick, but
Second round.
Yeah, we'll see. I don't buy the hype that he's getting right now. I still think he's second, third round type of player.
Well, there was second round.
Yeah, it was. I'm going more upside in that selection with Galladay.
All right.
All right. We got to speed things up. So I'm gonna take Daryl Jackson again, another upside pick, huge length. He can definitely help you stop the run and potentially become a pass rusher for you. So go ahead with Daryl Jackson and see what the fourth round brings us. Let's see what we got.
Oh, this is a good one. Meets McGee again. I think we need to jump to number 7.
Oh,
for Sonny Styles. I mean, it's a lot of trade capital. Again, Jason Light, I doubt he does it. I think if Styles gets to 10 or 11, likely, but does he make it there?
yeah,
I know it's important of position importance, but still, I think Sonny Styles is a guy you can use in a variety of ways, even on the edge. Like I think he's a weapon, but I don't know. Does he make it that low? And does Jason Light want to give up that much? It's a very appealing thing, but I don't know if he would do it.
Yeah, I agree. Let's see. Could take tight end here. Talking highly of Sam Roush. I think he's just a fun player. He's 6'6", 260 plus, can block, can do some different things in the passing game. So he would be
arms. He got baby arms though. Plus,
he does have outlier arms, but I thought he was just a really good football player, especially for Stanford. I think he had close to 50 receptions last year. He'd be someone I would look at. I don't think there's anything else. Corners, Takario Davis, a lot of speed. And this is the guy we talked about yesterday.
Yeah.
He would be interesting. Definitely could use a corner.
Go back to linebacker real quick. I just want to see one thing.
Yeah, see if anybody's there. Hold on.
Harold Perkins is still there.
Yeah. Yeah, he's just really small. Just really small.
He is very small, but
baby size hands, and
that hurts.
Yeah. But he is interesting. He definitely offers that versatility type of guy.
I'll let you do this draft. I'm gonna do without Mike.
Okay. All right. Well, let me pick up the pace then.
Pick up the pace
Because we got time. All right. So we're just going to go with Sam Roush because I think he makes a lot of sense here in the fourth round, basically replacing Kate Otten.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's good. And then we'll go to, let's see who we've selected so far. So that's who we selected. We got Cassius Howe, who we're excited about, Jake Galladay, upside linebacker Daryl Jackson, and Sam Roush. Let's see who else. He's the best of the best. Corners. We could use a backup interior offensive lineman. This could be a good pick here. Casey. Plus his name is Cage. Never can go wrong there. I do like this guy from California. I think he's interesting. Yeah.
Actually, while you're figuring that out, this is a great point, and I actually agree fully with this. It says I may be in the minority, but I just think upgrading the linebacker and edge with competent players could have drastic improvements. The linebackers were horrible. every edge except Yaya was also just bad. I fully agree with everything he just said. And I think it can't be that big of a turnaround with just competent players playing.
Yeah.
So like
Yeah.
a lot of our media are saying like how awful the defense is, trash, get rid of it, get rid of the coach. I think it truly is. Like if you get a compliment to Yaya, if Cansey just stays healthy,
Yeah.
you get another linebacker in there that doesn't miss tackles that are in the flats that he has to get. And I mean, it's literally just the front seven. Give me one bigger defensive tackle. Give me one edge rusher that's competent. Draft another that can give you rotation. Because David Walker hopefully is something. I think you're good enough. One edge, one linebacker, one defensive tackle. And I'm not talking superstars. I'm talking competent. I would almost even say with Mike, you got like a Boye Mafe, drafted a Jacob Rodriguez, and signed Sheldon Rankins or DJ Reader. You've got a lot of things fixed already. So
Yep. No, I agree. I agree there. All right.
What'd you do with signings or drafting?
Oh, well, yeah, the last draft pick, I went with the corner out of Cal. I think he's a guy that could help just your outside room, just add depth. You lose Jamel Dean, so you're going to need another corner to at least come in and compete. Gives you more competition for Benjamin Morrison and Jacob Parrish. So I think that's a good move. And then with this pick, I'm looking at running back. I think Le'Veon Moss. That's just a great name, and I think he's a capable runner. A guy that can be a 3-down back for you. So I think that would be a good pick. Let me see if there's any other ones that I like. No, I don't see him. No, he was selected. Okay. Yeah, we'll go with Moss.
All right, and then Rampage. Greg Gaines, we did not sign back. Desmond Watson is no longer a Buccaneer. So currently, right now, it's Jason Jones, who is on the practice squad last year. He got hurt. And then Elijah Simmons. Elijah Roberts is a defensive tackle, but he's not necessarily going to be Vita Vea's backup plan, but he is going to be playing next to him. Currently, right now, since we didn't sign back Logan Hall, he is our starter.
All right. And then to close it out, I think I'm either leaning offensive line. Yeah. Offensive line. So let me see. I haven't scouted many of these guys. I just know of Burton because I think he did well. He did well at the Senior Bowl.
It's Kentucky.
Yeah, Kentucky. Yeah, I think he might be the best bet. Texas A&M guy, draft him. Who are you talking about?
I think he was talking about the running back you took.
Oh, okay. All right. I'll take this guy to wrap it up.
Or he just mentioned that prior. So we did draft. Oh, look, offseason grade A. We did take Cassius Howell as our first round pick. So our edge is now Cassius Howell, Yaya Diaby, David Walker, and Arnold Ebiketie. So we got 4 guys that are a rotational piece. Your defensive tackles are Vita Vea, Kalijah Cansey, Elijah Roberts. Where is it? Daryl Jackson, which we drafted the monster out of Florida State. So you got beef in the middle now again.
Yeah.
As I said, addition by subtraction, getting rid of Greg Gaines and Logan Hall.
Yeah. Oh, why do they want Graham Barton there? I don't understand it.
I do not.
Oh, now Daryl Jackson disappeared. Okay.
I still think you'd probably hopefully sign another veteran defensive tackle, but that's just me.
I mean, you got a pretty solid 6 there. It's just young because you got Daryl Jackson who's coming in. He's going to compete with Elijah Roberts. You got Elijah Simmons. You got Jason Jones. So really, you could put it like this. Have Daryl Jackson there. But the edge room, I think, is definitely improved with adding Ebiketie, adding Cassius Howell. You got Yaya Diaby, David Walker. So a little bit more better depth. And then cornerback, you have some more depth with the draft pick of Massis there. And then you have Morrison, Jacob Parrish. So a little bit better. And that's with Mike Evans coming back.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So
You got an A plus.
We did get an A, so that's what matters. All right, we'll go ahead and do we have time for one more? I know we're running on an hour. Okay.
I'll probably just do like the first 3 picks, and you can pick the.
Okay. All right.
Literally,
So,
you already know we're not signing back Mike. We're
Yeah.
not signing back Cade. In my scenario, I'm going to sign back Levante for 1 more year.
okay.
Let's
All right, we'll go ahead and start a new session.
let's rock and roll, plus
Rock and roll.
get this
Uh,
all rolling.
all right, let me.
Cut the fat.
Yeah, let me do that real quick as it loads. Oh, now it seems like it froze on me.
Come on, stick to the model, plus
Stick to the model.
stick to the model.
It's not letting me click. Uh-oh. Okay, there we go. All right. So we're going to cut Garrett Green, get him out of there, cut some running backs.
Going right.
Yep. We'll cut them. Receivers. We don't need Jaden Smith, Dennis Houston.
Woof.
Woof. Tight end, we're good. O-line, we'll go ahead and restructure Tristan for cap purposes. Edge, we'll cut you, D-line, linebacker. Do we want to cut Chris Braswell? Do you want to do that?
I think he eventually will get cut, but I mean,
We'll just keep him. We'll keep him for now. Cut him. Safety. We'll cut Banks. Okay. All right. I think we're good. Why do you have less money this time? What did I do? I restructured him already. Oh, I forgot to cut these guys. That's why. Okay. Cut. All right.
set me up for
We
failure,
sh-
man.
Yeah, I know, right? Okay, we should be good. All right, here we go. So we'll go into the trade window. So do you want to do the trade for Thibodeau, or do you want to pass that and go into free agency?
No, let's just go in the free agency.
Okay.
I think Jason will entertain it, realize, nope, I love my picks.
Yep.
And move forward. Even though I mentioned in prior where he probably should look at that. I'm not
Okay.
going to sign back Mike. I'm not signing back Cade. But
Yeah.
I am going to sign back. Oh, you passed it.
Oh, did I
No.
pass someone?
Did you not sign back Levante?
Oh, we need Levante. Okay, let's sign back Levante. Hold on.
There
Let me go up here. How much do you want to sign him for?
Let's do 7, but I guarantee it's going to be more.
Okay. So probably 1 for 7.
1 for 7.
Okay. 1 for 7. Make offer. Force. All right. So we got Levante back. Since we're on linebacker, any other linebackers you want to try to get, or you think you're good with Levante and then draft picks? Or
Levante draft pick, and Servassier is going to be my rotational guy.
okay.
I'm going to put defensive line.
Yeah. You want to go D line?
Let's go D-line first.
Okay.
Let's go down. Let's see what have we got.
We got Omamata, 34 veteran. He's probably going to cost you somewhere probably close to Levante's number. John Franklin Myers is going to be too expensive. Sheldon Rankins, he could probably be 1 for $9 million. But again, like you have to think he's going to have to be on the field, and how does that work with rotation and stuff with Vita Vea, Klajikansi?
Well, then let's look at DJ Reader then.
Okay. Yeah. DJ Reader, good veteran. He can be in your base formation. And he would only cost you about 4.5 for 1 year.
There we go.
So you want to do that?
Lock it up.
Okay. So we got that.
All right. Now the big signing. Let's go to Edge.
Edge. Okay.
I'm backing it up. I'm saying we got no state income tax.
Yeah. You want to go to Owe?
Do you want to really go to LA, or do you want to stay and come to Florida? Keep your money, guys. Let's keep your money. So whatever I was going to give Mike, I'm going to give to Owe.
Okay.
And have my main setup, my main edge set up for a little bit of time. Yaya's going to get a contract next year, so that's why I prevented myself from trading for Thibodeau, because I got him. I know others may even want to Joey Bosa if we sign back Mike Evans, but that is my reach for the sky moment of Owe. Let's see if it even happens. But if he even gets to free agency, but that is about it. Tight end, like go to tight end. Who's a free agent tight end? Considering
Free agent tight ends, I was interested in Tyler Higbee. I think he would be a good veteran tight end. He already knows the system. Would be pretty cheap. I mean, we're talking less than 4 million, probably in like the 2.5 to 3 million range. So you could definitely sign him back or sign him. Charlie Kolar, he's more of like your blocking type tight end. He won't cost very much either. He's interesting. But other than that, I mean, there's not much out there.
All right. So never mind. Leave it alone.
Okay. Do you want to sign any running back? Should I sign Sean Tucker back?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Let's go ahead and re-sign him. We'll get him back for 2.5.
Force it.
Yeah. Force it. So we got him back. Let me go ahead and just retain Basilak. I don't even know who they would get as a free agent quarterback in this here. I mean, maybe Gardner Minshew.
Hell, they're looking at quarterbacks in the draft more than they
Yeah. Yeah. All right. We'll go ahead and get to the draft. Yeah, I think we're good, right?
Yeah, you're good.
Okay. All right.
If anything, I'd sign another veteran guard.
Okay.
But they can do that after the draft.
Okay. All right. We'll go ahead and start the draft.
But this is like the lead up. So I would say we're setting ourselves up to what best player available. That's what Jason always likes to do, right? BPA.
Yeah.
We're looking for that. So you got the big signing of your edge rusher. Your defensive front is set. You still need a linebacker to put next to Levante. I think if Levante came back, it's because of Todd Bowles.
Yeah.
But we need to get someone next to him because I'm not comfortable with Servassier in a high capacity again. So let's see how this draft rounds out.
I was going to say, do you want to look at potentially
moving up for Sonny?
Trading up to 7? I don't know if I can do it now because can I go back? I don't know if he'll let me go back. I don't think it does. I was going to say if I go back. Oh, okay. If I do this, and do I still have all my? I think I still have Mike in here. Do I or no? Oh shit! All right, I have to do the sign-ins. I did. Okay, let me re-sign them real quick. Oh wait, we're not re-signing Mike. All right, walk away. Let's go to Edge.
It is right.
It is right. Okay, perfect.
All right, guys, go to your defense.
Oh, okay, perfect.
All
right, so we're good to go.
Look at that. So if your defense is DJ Reader, Vita Vea, Elijah Cansey, Elijah Roberts, I think that satisfies me more to have
and you got
guys that have Twitchy and Elijah Cansey, Elijah Roberts, Vita Vea, DJ Reader, bigger, bulkier guys, and then young potential Jason Jones, Elijah Simmons as more meat back there, run stuffing and rotation because there's no way in hell those guys can stay out there that long.
Yep. All right, let's go. Let's go back to the draft. Oh, I guess it's not letting me change the settings, but oh well.
Right. I wouldn't trade it.
Okay. All right, let's go ahead and start. Let's see what happens. Oh, look at that. He makes it. Yeah. So,
wow.
Yeah.
Okay, if it's set up that way, it's an easy cakewalk for me to take some styles.
Yeah, I think if he makes it to 15, it's obviously a no-brainer. And when you look at the picks, I mean, it's possible. It's possible.
I just got to shut you up multiple times. I think Todd Bowles and Jason Light are going through the phone to get to the pick. If it lines up that way, I think it's the easiest pick in the world.
Yeah.
I don't know how the hell he got past the Cowboys, but
yeah, let's just real quick. If he wasn't there, I think the selection would probably be Sadiq, or are we looking at maybe a Peter Woods potentially?
No, so
I guess
the only area where I would take Sadiq is if we didn't sign back Mike Evans.
And we got the free agents.
Yeah, and we got those free agents of defense. You already got big signings of defense. You got meat there. Because linebacker, I don't feel comfortable taking at 15 unless it is a Sonny Styles.
Right. Yeah, he's the best. He's one of the best players.
Yeah, he's a blue chip player, probably a top 3 player in this draft.
Yeah.
And if he falls you there, yes. Kenyon Sadiq.
Mm.
He would just add another layer to your offense. Clearly, Zach Robinson knows how to use tight ends.
Yeah.
With what he did with Kyle Pitts last year. if you had a weapon like that, he's like Saquon Barkley at tight end. The guy has, he supposedly the interviews, he sounds like a Emeka Ibuka, good person. So, he checks the box for Jason Light in that way. So ridiculous athlete, 6'4", 245, runs a 4.39 40.
Yeah.
So adding that to a wrinkle because you lost Mike Evans as a Hall of Fame player, you're going to add another wrinkle in that way. I think it'd be insane. But if Sonny Styles there, I laugh and I take the decision. I run away. But if Mike's not back and Sadiq's the best player on your board, I think it's also another way where you're like, fine, it's too easy for me to pick because I don't see him as the OJ Howard scenario. I see him as a hands catcher, a guy that they tried to scheme balls to. He was a contested catch guy.
Yeah.
I think he's a much better pick than what OJ Howard was. I think people may have fear what OJ Howard was, but I think he's a different player. But in this scenario, Sonny Styles, I was going to pick Sadiq, but now it's too easy for me. So Sonny Styles.
All right, we'll go with Styles, and this would be the dream. Hopefully it comes true.
Yep.
Yeah, we'll see who we have at 46. So you pretty much have linebackers set, and now it allows you to really do whatever. You could take an edge rusher. You could, Yakis is there, who's pretty good. Zion Young is kind of Todd Bowles type. He's a big dude. He's built to kind of play anywhere across the line. So he would be intriguing. Offensive players, you could definitely look at. Yeah, you could look at offensive players. Let's see, Max Clare. Max Clare's a pretty good tight end. He's, pretty athletic. He's very similar in a way to Cade Otton. He's just more athletic, in my opinion. And really good overall tight end. Does everything well. So he would be someone you could definitely look at. You could wait for tight end. There's other tight ends. I
was just checking to see.
Yep.
I almost
could go offensive line, but you would want him to start right away.
No,
but he's really good too.
No, I'd probably. Oh, Angelo Ponsby's too small.
Yeah, Pons is just small.
Go to defensive tackle.
Defensive tackle. Okay. Overton. Yeah, pretty much the same guys. You got Overton, who's again kind of that Swiss Army knife type of dude. Dominique Orange is just big, like just big citrus. Yeah. That's why they call him that. And he's really good. Good nose tackle, very strong, good run defender. So he would be definitely intriguing. And again, linebacker we already have set. So yeah, really you could go anywhere. Safety could be an option. Let me see who the best safety is. AJ Halsey is really good. I like Genesis Smith. Keontae Scott, I know is a lot of fans like him because of Miami.
This one's actually more confusing. I was going to set it up with Sadiq and then linebacker second round.
Right.
But now, I think it's more Zion Young because then you'll have a rotation of Oweh. Yeah, I'll do that.
Do Zion Young?
I'd do that. Zion Young, I think it's easy.
He makes sense.
Of four guys of Oweh with your big money player, Yaya, David Walker, and Zion Young.
Yeah, no, makes sense. All right, so and now you're set up to take a defensive tackle if you want to.
Hell, I would almost say either
you could go linebacker again if you want, but it might be too early for that now.
No, I know exactly what I'm going to do. So
okay,
I would do Daryl Jackson just to get your beefcake in the middle.
Daryl Jackson, okay,
for sheer size.
Adding lock that in
because Stowers would look appetizing as well, but he's just not the greatest blocker. I don't know. I don't even know if he's going to make it that way just because of his athleticism, and he is a pass catcher.
Yeah, he could work because you still have Payne Durham. Payne Durham could be your blocking tight end.
I'm just saying he's going to make it to the third round. To me.
Oh, true. Yeah, he's your typical F tight end that can just move and be that slot player for you. So, okay, you want to still go with Daryl Jackson, or do you want to go with Big Citrus?
Just because you say it that way, it just makes it that much better.
Yeah, I mean, they say he's the best nose tackle. He is a good nose tackle. Like, he's just a very good power type player, two gapper. Definitely can occupy space, so he'll definitely make it easier for.
You know what? You're sold me. Give me Big Citrus.
Okay, all right, we'll go with Big Citrus there, and then we'll try to rapid fire through these.
On this next pick, go to linebacker.
Linebacker, okay. You're gonna take
There it is.
Perkins.
There it is.
You want him?
Forget the tight end. Take Harold Perkins. There you go.
Okay.
4th round pick. You're getting a guy that can do a little bit of everything.
Hey, special teams, baby. Special teams.
Now go to tight end.
All right, let's see who we have left on the board. Tight end, I haven't seen much of the Notre Dame guy. He's pretty big.
6'7", 251.
Yeah, he's pretty big. I haven't watched much tape on him.
If y'all don't know, I am a massive fan of Harold Perkins. Massive. Alpha dog. Guy he was an edge rusher to start at LSU. They put him at linebacker. He covers. He does everything. He's just a positionless player. So it's kind of harder to find where he's at. And his numbers were really small. He's like 220, 6'1". That's small for a linebacker. Sure as hell ain't an edge rusher. Is he a safety? No. So it's a tweener, but like I think you can put him in so many different ways, a variety of ways. And he's a better player than I think what Servassier is. So that's why I put him there. So I'm going to defer to you. I either say a tight end or just bomb on the roster trying to get things better. Corner wouldn't hurt.
Okay. Yeah, I'm thinking either corner or offensive line here with Pat Coogan, who I like. Good center. Played for Indiana.
Because in this scenario, I would just ride with either whatever rookie we drafted in tight end or we'd sign a veteran after the draft. That didn't get signed early on.
Yeah.
Sign a guy that way.
Yeah, let me go to all real quick. We already took a defensive lineman. All right, let's go. We'll do something different. I'll take the tight end out of Notre Dame. I think he would be fun. Again, you're adding size and a guy that can move. So go ahead and do that. And then 5th round, we're looking for, could use a running back, receiver, corner. These are corners.
Holy crap. That Eli Raridan.
Yeah.
6'6", 245, 10 3/4 hands.
Yeah.
4'6", yeah. I'll take it.
Yeah, big boy hands.
I'll take it.
There's not much. I don't know much on these players. Let's see. Running back. What round is this? 6th round? We'll go. I like this guy. Big bruising type of back.
There's your Algier.
Yeah, we'll go ahead and get him. Compliment him to Bucky. And then the last pick. Let's see. What's O-line? Offensive tackle.
Robert Hainsey Jr.
Robert Hainsey Jr. Who's that?
No, I thought it said that. It said Robert Henry.
Receivers. We do need a corner, right? He's a nickel. Let's look at corners. Anybody that stands out. Thing scared me.
I don't know if you like my music, but is this 7th round plus?
Yeah.
Take a corner and let's run.
Okay.
Take a corner.
I'll just take another Clemson guy.
Oh.
All right.
Boom.
So, pretty good.
We got an A with letting Mike Evans go. So this is all predicated with Mike Evans leaving. So it's a different situation. So look how we move the money around, vastly improve the defense. A lot of add-ons on there.
Yep.
Offense, you're staying with the same guys. You're letting Emeka take a bigger role. Chris Godwin, I think Emeka would be your number one. Chris Godwin would be what his normal job has always been. The guy that's a gritty player. Emeka is going to be the more big play type of guy. And Jalen McMillan being your slot can do anything you need him to do.
Yeah.
I guarantee you they're probably going to add another receiver later, but Cameron Johnson, never mind. If Cameron Johnson takes another step, he took a step last year.
Yeah.
he does again. Again.
Yeah, I mean, you got
Deepest room he's ever been in.
Yeah, Cameron Johnson as your returner. You got Godwin, Emeka, Jalen, Tez. It's pretty good. Defensively is where you've upgraded. Let me fix this. Get Sonny Styles in there.
Getting Todd Bowles some dogs, plus.
Yep. Now you got
that's what Harold Perkins is, a dog.
And
got big citrus.
Perkins can play. Oh, I don't know why they want this guy to start. But yeah, your secondary is pretty much set. You got Winfield, you got Owe, who's going to be a huge addition. Yeah, just better, more athleticism with Sonny Styles. Then you have Perkins and Dennis to be kind of your sub blitz type of players. Yeah, really, really solid stuff.
For Beefcakes and DJ Reader, Big Citrus, Vita Vea to complement Elijah Cansey, Elijah Roberts with the quickness. Yeah. I'm liking it. I like it. I like it a lot. Jason, take notes.
Yeah, I mean, really, the only like weaknesses I see. Obviously, you're going to need a backup quarterback. You're going to need, maybe some more offensive line depth. You got Chikuma as your swing tackle. Probably need another interior player to look at. So that would be something. But overall, this is a really solid offseason. So go ahead and save that so we can share it later. But yeah, guys, there we are. 1 hour and 20 minutes in, and hope you guys all enjoy that. It's just something different to do and get back to our faces here.
We're still here.
Yeah, we're still here.
These were the idiots that made those picks. But I mean, overall, yeah, we both did defensive focus. Yeah. And whether Mike's back or not, it's going to be defensive focused. That's how it should be. Mm-hmm. Yeah, the only outlier I would say is if Sonny Styles likely isn't available. If he is, run to the podium. But I would have taken Sadiq there. So the tight end room would have been a lot better.
Yeah.
Over the offense. I probably would have taken sign a guard, but it was more, let's get to the damn draft in that scenario.
Yep. Agreed. All right. Well, hope everyone enjoyed that. Again, appreciate everyone in here with the comments and questions. Again, apologize if we didn't get to. I'm just going back through the comments real quick just to see if there's anything that we may have missed. I did see. Not sure what you're meaning in regards to this. Becomes a strong option without Mike.
Sadiq.
Maybe. Oh, Sadiq. Okay. Yeah. I mean, I think that would be awesome. So yeah, a lot of good stuff, guys. If you did enjoy that, be sure to hit that like button. Comment down below your thoughts in the section below. You can talk about our drafts, how bad or good they were. Let us know which one was better. Which one did you like more? If it was me, right now I'm leaning towards what Mark did there with the offseason and the signings. And I think being able to get more bigger fish and be able to get better on defense, I think is going to be awesome. Yes, absolutely. All right, guys. Well, that's going to do it for us. Appreciate everyone joining as always. And with that said, go Bucs, and we'll see you guys sometime soon. Probably next week or definitely the Monday when free agency starts. We'll definitely try to be live for that one. So be on the lookout. And with that said, see y'all next time. Go Bucs.